People, H God, Beer Sports Talk. So we seen Arsenal drop points this weekend for the first time in 8 or 9 games. And make no mistake about it, this was a fair result at the end of the day. And I want to actually make the first part of this video to be mainly about Sunderland and just praising their efforts. You know, they gave us by far our toughest matchup of the season, in my opinion. And the energy and physicality that they played with from first to final whistle was absolutely tremendous, and you got to get them props for that. And it goes back to the business that they did in the summer, right, in preparations for the season, and the type of players that they signed and the profile that they were looking for. They signed very athletic players that had a lot of speed, a lot of physicality, players some who have even had certain experience in the Premier League already, and that in itself was going to be something that was going to set them up to thrive from that aspect. And then the biggest thing, getting Xhaka to be their captain, that was such a steal for them, because you could see the way that he leads both on the field from an emotional standpoint, being locked into the game, having that passion, that drive, that energy, that tenacity, but also just from how he played himself. Like he was stringing the passes, he put in a very, very, very solid performance against us, his old club. And honestly, I was expecting it. I really was expecting that, because Xhaka this season has been balling. And to be honest, in another world, he's still Arsenal captain right now, and maybe his leadership specifically could have added something that we were missing back then, but it just wasn't meant to be. Now, AFCON in January, that's going to be something for Sunderland themselves, because they have a lot of African players, so I'm assuming that a lot of them, especially with how Sunderland has been performing this season, are going to be away. But honestly, with how Sunderland look, they're playing, the belief in their squad, the right mix of youth and explosive talent, but experience they have, I expect them not only to stay up this season, but actually, do something and take a lot more points from people. You've seen it. They beat Chelsea, at Stamford Bridge. They got the point against us at home. So teams really have to start looking out for Sunderland whenever they play them, man. But now, to the other side of the pitch. When it comes down to us, firstly and foremost, we started off this game flat as hell. Like, completely low energy. We were second to every 50-50 ball. Sunderland was winning every header, every tackle. Every little second phase of play. It was all Sunderland. I can't even lie to you. And it's almost as if we looked leggy. Some of the guys looked leggy and tired, and we almost looked jaded from the environment, in the sense of it's been a few years since we've gone up to the stadium alive. So maybe the players almost underestimated what that environment would be like, and just how hostile and how much energy and how high the energy in that building was going to be. You know what I mean? And they should know that, because up northers, they're crazy about their football teams. So we went down 1-0. It was a very deserved goal from Sunderland themselves. Dan Ballard scoring the goal, because of course he does. Former Arsenal academy boy goes on to score against us. Can't hate on the young man for that. And yeah, we started growing into the game a bit more, but I always knew that at halftime we'd go in and Arteta would talk to the boys in a sense and get them going, get them going and get them back in the game and wake up, realize, guys, like, you know, what's going on? And we did, you know what I mean? We did. In the end, you know what I mean? Because we ended up equalizing through Saka and then taking the lead through Trossard. 2 absolutely brilliant goals, actually. You know what I mean? For a team who can't score from open play, according to people. 2 really phenomenal goals. But then in the end, and the defense that's usually always up for moments like this and been clutching up so far this season, almost look like they ran out a little bit of gas, I can't even lie. And, you know, it led to Sunderland getting that late equalizer in the 90th minute. And, I mean, if you're asking me, honestly, I feel like Gabriel and even Raya in that situation, they could have been a little bit more stronger in making that effort to try and stop the goal. But nonetheless, you can't take anything from Brian Brobby, you know what I mean? It was great strength shown by him and, you know what I mean, solid invention to pull out a finish and get the goal. And yeah, you know, I think if we had some of the players that were missing today due to injury to like come off the bench and kind of change the dynamic a bit, maybe the result could have gone differently. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Whatever team is put out there and whatever squad is available, they have to get it done. And we couldn't really get it all the way done. You know what I mean? Partially so. We have to go out there and do, you know, what needs to be done. And in the end, it comes down to it being a point for both teams and a fair point for both teams. Like I said, both teams played well enough to deserve and earn something from out of the game. And I mean, you know, some people are gonna panic, they're gonna do all of this, all of that, of course, but it's really no need for that. Like, at the end of the day, the season was always gonna be wrong, always going to be long, and there's always going to be scenarios where, you know, results go different ways. Like, the important thing is to just stay locked in, focused on the results, and just, yeah, on to the next. You know what I mean? We can't dwell on any single result. What it is, we have to just move forward, you know? So the international break has come at a great time for us. We could get some players back from injury, you know what I mean? Have the squad be a little bit more filled out and, you know, get back on a run. But I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the performance, about the game, and just what you seen. And that being said, that's all I got for y'all in this one. You know what I mean, peeps? So until the next one, it's been your boy H-God. People continue thriving, striving, loving yourself, loving those that love you, and most importantly, keep working and believing in yourself. So H-God, until the next one, peeps. I'm out.